A parrot chants Hare Krishna all day, but the moment a cat approaches, it screams in its natural voice, squawk. This shows its true nature. Similarly, if a person doesn't truly trust God from the heart, their real character surfaces during times of trouble. When the mind becomes completely free from worldly worries, it becomes filled with God, and that divine focus carries through even in the final moments. If a pot made from raw clay breaks, it can be remade. But once it's fired and hardened, it can't be reformed if it breaks. Likewise, if someone dies in ignorance, they must be reborn. But if someone has fully matured in wisdom, they're free from rebirth. It's just like roasted rice cannot sprout, but raw rice can. In other words, one who dies after attaining realization is not reborn, but someone whose spiritual practice is incomplete is born again and again. This body is like a clay pot, and the mind, intellect, and senses are like the rice, potatoes, and water inside it. When placed over fire, they all get heated. But it's the fire that causes the transformation. In the same way, the divine energy, Brahma Shakti, within us powers the mind, intellect, and senses. Once that energy leaves, everything becomes inert. The soul is by nature existence, consciousness, and bliss, but due to ego, it gets entangled in false identities and forgets its true nature. Put a label on someone and their behavior changes. Even a frail man starts strutting when he wears polished shoes. Give someone a pen and they start writing on any paper they find. Similarly, the soul is influenced by various identities and roles. Just as a snake sheds its skin, the soul is separate from the body. Pleasure and pain, virtue and sin, these affect the body, not the soul. Smoke may blacken a wall but can never touch the sky. In the same way, the soul remains untouched. Vedanta teaches that the soul is completely unattached. Joy, sorrow, sin, and merit cannot affect it, but those who identify only with the body suffer. Different combinations of the three gunas, sattva, purity, rajas, passion, and tamas, ignorance, cause people to develop different temperaments. At the core, all beings are the same, but based on their condition, they appear different, like fish caught in a net. Some lie still, some struggle, and some break free. Similarly, people in the world are of three kinds: those trapped in bondage who make no effort to escape, those who try to free themselves, and those who have already broken free. Picture three dolls, one made of salt, one of cloth, and one of stone. Throw them into the ocean. The salt doll dissolves completely. The cloth doll absorbs water but remains intact. The stone doll is unaffected. The salt doll is like the liberated soul. It dissolves into the divine. The cloth doll is like the devotee, immersed in God's love. The stone doll is like the ignorant soul, untouched by wisdom. Humans are like pillow covers, red, blue, black on the outside, but all filled with the same cotton. Similarly, within everyone is the same divine essence. Like a gujia sweet, each looks the same on the outside, but the filling inside varies. Some have coconut, some koya, milk solids. In the same way, people may appear alike, but their inner purity differs. Someone may be born in a Brahmin household but grow up to be a great scholar, a priest, a cook, or fall into a life of sin. Birth doesn't guarantee wisdom. Yes, God exists even within a tiger, but that doesn't mean you should walk right up to it. Likewise, though God resides in everyone, we must be mindful of the company we keep. All water is a form of God, but not all water is drinkable. Some water you only wash your feet with, some to rinse your face, some to drink, and some is too polluted to even touch. Similarly, while God is everywhere, not every place is meant for you to dwell. Some places, just pay your respects and move on. Some, you should avoid altogether. Beware of people who talk excessively, hide things, put on a show, or stagnant ponds filled with moss. These are dangerous. Stay cautious. If someone is too entangled in worldly affairs, even at the time of death, their mind will be stuck on money, family, possessions, whatever mattered most in life. So merely chanting, bathing in holy rivers, or visiting sacred places won't help much. What matters is where your inner focus lies. Now let's understand Maya and Brahman. Brahman is God, Maya is his power. Think of Maya and Brahman as two aspects of the same reality. Like a snake, when it slithers, that's Maya. When it rests still, that's Brahman. Or like the ocean, its waves are Maya, its calm is Brahman. Creation needs both. Shiva, pure consciousness, and Shakti, divine energy. A potter can't make pots with just dry clay, he needs water too. Similarly, creation doesn't happen with only Shiva, it also needs Shakti. One day I prayed to see Maya with my own eyes. I saw a small point. It grew into a little girl, who grew into a woman, conceived, gave birth, and then swallowed her own child. She repeated this over and over, creating and then destroying. That is Maya. She gives birth to everything and eventually takes it all back. Just as a snake carries venom but isn't harmed by it, only those it bites are, so too, God holds Maya but is untouched by it. Humans, on the other hand, get caught in it. That's avidya Maya, ignorance that blinds us. Once a sadhu came to the bell tower of the Dakshineswar temple. He didn't speak to anyone, just meditated. One day a storm came. Dark clouds gathered. The wind howled and blew the clouds away. The sadhu stepped out, dancing with joy and laughing loudly. When asked why, he said, "That storm was Maya. At first there was nothing. Then Maya appeared and built the whole world, like clouds suddenly covering the sky and then vanishing again." Here's another story. When Ram, Sita, and Lakshman went into exile, Ram walked in front, Sita in the middle, and Lakshman at the back. Lakshman wanted a full view of Ram, but Sita was in between. He asked her to step aside, and once she did, he saw Ram clearly. Ram represents Brahman, Sita is Maya, and Lakshman is the soul. As long as Maya stands between you and Brahman, you can't see God. A sadhu once had a glass tube filled with colored patterns. He kept laughing as he looked through it. Why? Because the colors weren't real, just illusions, just like the world. It seems colorful, but it's all Maya, an illusion. Imagine a child wearing a lion mask scaring his sister. She screams and runs away until he removes the mask. Then she runs to him saying, "Oh, it's my brother." In the same way, God hides behind Maya. We get scared, but once Maya lifts, we realize He's always been ours. So if God is everywhere, why don't we see Him? Because our eyes are covered in Maya, just like a pond covered in moss becomes unclear. Until Maya's veil is lifted, we can't see God. Clouds hide the sun, Maya hides the divine. Remove the clouds and the sun appears. Remove Maya and God is revealed. The Paramahamsa, realized soul, is like a swan that drinks only milk, leaving the water behind. He sees only God, not the illusion. Once you understand Maya, it disappears on its own. Just like a thief flees when recognized, Maya runs when you see through it. These teachings by Shri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa lead us away from illusion and closer to God. Don't just listen to them, live them. Share them with your parents and loved ones. Let's pause here for today. Thank you. Stay healthy. Stay joyful. Jai Shri Krishna.